Did you know that your resume will not get you a job, but your resume may get you an interview? And there are tons of videos on YouTube that talk about resume tips and tricks. But in this video, what you will learn is a step-by-step process, and I also will provide you with tools that will help you to get a call from the recruiter every time when you apply for a role in the tech industry. Hi, my name is Zarina. Before we begin, I highly suggest you subscribe to my channel and hit the like button so that YouTube algorithm can promote this video and more people can find it too. First and the most important thing to remember is that your resume should be one-pager. It cannot be 2 pages, it cannot be 4 pages, as I've done it in my past. When I was applying for my first job, my resume was 4 pages long. And make sure that your resume is in PDF format. And that's really important, and you will learn in the end of this video why it is very important that your resume is in PDF format. Some people say that if you have more than 10 years of experience, it's okay to have a 2 pages, but I highly suggest to just stick to 1 page because the resume is not the encyclopedia of all your work life that you had in the past, but your resume is just to get an attention of the recruiter and to get you that interview. Do not put any photos of yourself in your resume. Please avoid having these pretty designs, because when you Google like resume sample or resume template, it will show you like a bunch of resumes with crazy designs, with crazy fonts, with pictures in their resumes. Please try to avoid it. Your resume must be super simple, it must be clean and easy to read. The font that I usually use is ARIAL, and the font size is 9. Maybe if you're a designer and you're applying for, I don't know, like some small creative firm, that could be like okay, but not for tech companies. Start with the most recent position that you have, or the work that you're working at right now, and make sure that for the most recent position you have at least 5 bullets, and for the oldest one, 2 bullet points or even 1 bullet point is enough. Don't forget to highlight your first and last name with a hyperlink that leads to the LinkedIn profile of yours. And also, using hyperlinks, I find it very interesting because sometimes when you have a lot to say, you want to share, like for example, you won an award or you've been featured in Forbes magazine, and you know, not to be like very braggy about it, you can just hyperlink one of your bullet points that will lead to that content. The very first lines are very important, and usually it takes up to 3 seconds for the person to evaluate your resume based on the first 3 lines, but make sure that your most recent position have at least 5 bullet points. And do not just list your responsibilities, what you've been doing at work. Make sure that you use this formula. Accomplished X, impacted Y, measured Z. For example, what not to use. Manage the online community content calendar on social media channels. Okay, that doesn't say anything about your work, anything about your impact or accomplishments. Instead, when applying the formula, use this. Drove community groups audit with the ultimate goal of centralizing, understanding, and leveraging information for the future strategic decisions, resulted in reducing inactive community footprint by 18%. Wow, that sounds totally different. It actually shows you what you have accomplished, what impact have you done, and how it has been measured. Be data-driven and always include numbers. Just remember, always include numbers. Sometimes when you look at the resume, you see often the many repetitive words. For example, manage this, manage that, managed, managed, manage. Okay, we all get you're a great manager, but try to diversify your verbs. And I usually use this tool, which is called Thesaurus. I will leave the link below. And it helps you to find the synonyms to the similar words. So my last tip is highly important, very important. I cannot even emphasize how important it is. It's called ATS. ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System and is a software used by recruiters to sort and rank the most qualified candidates. And more than 90% of Fortune 500 companies use ATS in their recruiting systems. Which means that every time you apply for a position, you need to adjust your resume to the job description. There is an amazing tool that is called JobScan. I often used it, and it allows you to compare your resume and the job description and make sure that it matches. Basically, it identifies the keywords so that whenever your resume goes through the system of ATS, it shows that you're the most qualified candidate. Boom, this is it. These are all the tricks that I wanted to share with you, and I hope that you found this video very helpful, and I would highly appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and also like the video. As I mentioned before, it helps to promote it on YouTube, and also in the comments below, please let me know what worked for you. And thank you so much for watching.